Yeah, Daniele, super. Welcome in the Espresso TV studio. And why we are here? Because there was the World of Coffee. And I unfortunately celebrated my birthday in Montenegro, so I wasn't able
for you.
to go to Milan. But we had the idea together that we could present something here,
Yes.
all the news of the World of Coffee.
Yes,
And
exactly.
So we are in 2022, so after pandemic hopefully, and so we start with the entry level.
Exactly. The new Stone.
Yeah, what exactly makes the Stone so special in your opinion? Or?
Yeah, let's say that we decided to make a more compact machine.
Yeah.
Speak about the footprint of about 22 wide and a 44 depth, so it's quite a compact machine, and is a plug and play machine.
Yeah.
So more or less in 9-10 minutes you are ready for coffee.
Okay.
Because we're using an extra heating element in the group in order to help it out to reach the right temperature in a short while. So little footprint, little machine, but really high performance.
Okay, so what does the machine need? Electricity?
Electricity, a little bit of water, and 10 minutes.
Okay, so how to start?
We just start with our tank, is a 1.2 liter.
Here?
So
easy going.
To make exactly the first filling.
So, wait.
Yeah.
So to press a little bit gently inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's the easy way of filling. And now we switch on.
Exactly.
Here.
We just switch on the machine.
And now the boiler fills itself.
Exactly. Yes.
We have a small vibration pump inside.
Exactly.
And this sound is normal. That's from the vibration pump. How does it work? A magnet goes back and forth.
Exactly.
With the 220 volt, which means 50 movements per second.
Per second.
Yeah.
Yes. During the autofill, of course, the sound is a bit louder, higher, but then we will see during extraction that the sound will be
okay. And what comes together with this machine? Two filter holders?
Exactly, with one spout and a double spout.
Okay.
And then the blind filter, a little brush.
Yeah.
And of course, a little tamper.
Yeah, that's the basic tamper.
Exactly. That's the basic kit that comes with all our machines. And of course, we have the options with the Stone to have 6 different versions.
Yeah.
And from the design point of view, we can start to play a bit and to change the material and the color of the machine.
Like tiles.
Exactly.
So you can adapt it according to the design.
Exactly. Yeah. You can start. This is the setting version. But one day, for instance, I have a kitchen with a bit of wood, so I can decide to change we call them slabs, to change into the wooden ones. Or color too.
I have an idea. I just go to the opposite room and take 2 slabs from the other machine. So we just do a short break.
Yeah.
So here is how the machine works. This on top is the switch, the on and off switch. So here of course now only water exits.
Yeah.
And we have the drip tray here.
Yes, exactly. And we can easily remove it. There is a magnet system. You just have to bring it till the end in order then not to lose water, and then you take it out like that.
Okay. Super easy, super cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
same thing is go back, and then the two magnets will hold it.
okay, and the idea is that I think many people have limited space and limited budget.
Yes, exactly. This is why we decided as Stone to enter, let's say, a market segment which is a little bit under the sister Rocket.
Okay, okay. So here we are in the entry level.
Exactly. So starting from 1,099 and going up according to the finishing of the machine.
And it's a machine with heat exchanger, right?
Exactly, yeah. And I have brought with me some components so we can have a look together.
Oh yeah, super cool.
I have the magic box together with me.
Oh yeah, so, cool. So now we make a shortcut. I look for the tiles.
And I looked for
and then the components. Yeah, cool.
Great.
Adopo. Super. Okay, Daniele, back again.
Yeah, back again with the magic box. So in order to have a look to what is inside our stone machine.
Yeah.
Okay, starting from the outside, we have let's say 6 options. We had a look to the setting options, but then we have the entry level called Pure.
Yeah.
That has this gray finishing. Then we have the second step is the Plus, which has the matte black finishing.
Yeah.
Then the third step is the green. The third color will be changed every year. So every year we are going to present a new color. This year will be green, next year maybe will be I don't know, yellow.
Okay, and the tiles can be bought as a spare or how it's...
As an accessory.
Okay.
You can start with a kind of machine, and then after 1 year you can decide to buy the accessories and change the color of your machine. Then the fourth step is, of course, the nickel satin finished. Okay, and then the last one is the wood.
Wow, so it's real wood, okay?
Yes.
No.
Exactly. No, it's real wood. And you can change on the machine, for instance, and you can decide to use the wooden finish.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So especially in the kitchen, the espresso machine is always a matter of design plus function.
Yes,
both.
exactly.
And so you can,
and with the Stone project, we decided, let's say, lifestyle and design is one of the big themes of this project, for sure.
Now.
Easy, plug and play, compact, and with some options in terms of design.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Yeah. And now we come to the hydraulic part.
Yes.
What does hydraulic part mean?
Yeah, we just created a kind of Zweikreis or double heating elements.
Yeah.
We have inside a spiral pipe that heats 100 cc of water.
Yeah.
This water is for coffee, for the extraction.
So it looks like a heating element, but it's a heat exchanger.
Exactly. It's a heat exchanger built inside the boiler and is fulfilled by water.
Okay.
So let's say more or less the half of this boiler, which is 1.5 liter, is covered by water in order to have this totally covered.
Yeah.
We have an in and out system.
Yeah.
This system allows the water to arrive till between 70 and 74 degrees. Mm-hmm. Then the next step is done by the heating element and the group itself.
Yeah.
We have a group that is roughly 3.3 kg.
Wow.
So non-compromising in terms of material. Total brass and a mass group.
Wow. It means it's quite heavy.
Yes. We decided to use, this is a professional group that goes also on professional machines.
Yeah. And why it's so heavy?
Because in order to help the thermal stability.
Okay.
So the temperature stability, thanks to that and thanks to the external element, which is 200 watts, it goes and helps. Cool. And from the hydraulic, last thing, of course, we have a stainless steel cartridge for 1000 watts. that goes really easy inside the burner.
Okay, yeah.
And heats the whole system.
Yeah. So that's the heating element.
And this is the siphon system.
Exactly, yeah. Many heating elements look like this, so at first you think, that's a heating element? No.
Yeah,
yeah, that's really cool, so super. Wow.
Of course, last but not least, of course, a very simple electronic. We decided on that machine to be, let's say, 90% mechanical, but of course we need the level control and the tank control.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to have a very simple control box in the machine.
Cool, cool, wow. That's nice. And of course, machine is always a piece of design, and it's responsible for the extraction of the etheric oils out of the coffee bean.
Yes.
And then we come to the mechanical part. Mechanical part is the grinder.
Yes, exactly. Quite important. It's quite an important part of the whole story. So this is, we are using from Rocket the little Faustino, so a 50 millimeters burst with a micromatical setting, so that allows you to set the coffee burst. And then...
here is a peel off.
Exactly, quite important because sometimes people doesn't realize that there is a little, let's say,
a protection cover.
Protection cover, that you have just easily to take it out like that. That's why. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's the
before.
Typical way, but I just want to show it live.
Yes.
Because sometimes people say, it looks a little bit different than on the photo.
Exactly.
What happened here? And what happened is very easily said. That's just the protection.
Yeah.
So I just do a little bit of cleaning.
Yeah. Thank you, Markus.
Yeah. So
all the way. So we switch it on again, back again.
Yeah, wait, just, Okay. So, c'est ça.
We switch it on. And we have 3 settings. So the one for the one spout, the other one. And then we have these 3. The 3 is eventually for the bottomless portafilter.
Okay.
So 21 grams or 22.
Yeah.
And then the infinito, the infinite sign is the manual. And anytime you use the grinder, you're gonna have the counter that shows to use the timing of grinding.
And what do these numbers here mean? I just removed the hopper so we have a better, closer view.
Exactly. Here you can set the grinder at your preferred 0 point, so which is eventually the lowest setting of the grinding burst.
Yeah.
And then from the 0 point you have a scale that helps you out to understand how far are the two bursts.
The distance of the burst.
Yes.
It defines the particle size.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so the smaller the number, the closer the burst.
The bursts are. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So theoretically I can now start.
Yeah.
And here. And now when I go to 0,
they are really near to,
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Now
so
we didn't make the grinder is
no.
We didn't make the 0 setting, but you can arrive until you hear the sound.
Yeah.
The sound means that the two bursts are really touching each other.
Okay. So it means that now we can just play a little bit. So the bigger the number, the coarser
the grind.
The powder.
The powder is exactly.
And so we can do now a little blind test.
Yeah.
We really have no clue where we are with the grinding degree. but there are some simple tricks.
Yep.
And yeah, of course.
Space for you.
Yeah. There
the famous
is
manual.
the manual. Okay. So what do I say? RTFM. Okay.
Yes.
That's our secret, okay? Everybody knows, I think, in different languages, and there it's, yeah, even French, wow, yeah, 5, 6 languages.
Yes, French, German, English, and Italian.
Okay, yeah, super. Yeah, here, Italian, French, Espanol, English,
German, and
Portuguese.
Ah, that's weird.
Yeah, okay, so.
We have 6 language.
Yeah. So that's the normal way of change, okay? Because the manual never stays the same.
Yeah.
It has also kind of a development process, and yeah. So now we go on and test the manual way, and therefore we can use already a filter holder.
Yeah.
So the brush I push away, and here
we have a little nose, and we can set the height of the fork.
Okay.
The little nose allows you to use the filter.
Yes. Okay, so now I organize a screwdriver for the exact adjustment, because here we see that there is too much space.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, exactly. So that's not very comfy because it's not in the right angle. Okay.
Yeah.
As you see here, too much space.
Yeah.
Too much space. So this function here doesn't work properly. So I will just get a screwdriver. So, and here we see how the height adjustment is possible.
Und wir sehen, ob das in Ordnung ist. Ein bisschen höher und dann der Maximum.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. So we keep in this way.
Thank you, Markus.
Yeah. That's the good thing to be multilingual. Of course, we decide to do it in English so that everybody understands. And now that's the perfect setting, okay? But still, we have no clue about the grinding degree, whether it's coarse or fine or how to deal with it. So this is why we start in manual mode, okay? And then I stop and we see already it's too coarse.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay? So here, please everybody look. This is too coarse, okay? So now when there are beans inside and we turn towards fine, the motor needs to run. Otherwise there is the danger that the burrs block, okay? Like in the bicycle, when you change the gear, it's better to change the gear when the bicycle moves, okay? It's, yeah, quite simple. And so for the waste, we have something called a knockout drawer.
Yeah.
And this is now borrowed by Joe Frex. There are many companies who do this, and this is like for the flowers. It's a nice fertilizer, okay? So again, I press here, and now I switch towards fine. And slowly, the optic changes. And this means the diameter of the particle size. So now we are getting close to espresso. Just, yeah. Okay. But still we have no analysis instrument where we can measure the particle size. So this is why we have to do it a little bit intuitively. And so the next step is to, yeah, what do we do exactly? We just grind. I think it's a little bit too fine. We are now in the over extraction, but I want to demonstrate this. What does it mean, over extraction? So therefore I just take some tools and yeah, what do I need? is quite easy. Here, first of all, a scale. So here I zeroed the paper cup, and I personally like 16-17 grams, so this is maybe 14. We will see how much it is. 10.4, so not enough. So now I add something. Yeah, 15, yeah, we add a little bit more.
16.6.
Yeah, 16.6 is already, so we go to 17.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay. So now we insert again, up. Yeah, so we have a little bit less. And now comes the most important part, the leveling. You can either use a leveler, or when it's not available, you do this way of distributing. And now the tamping part. And for the tamping part, you try that the temper is parallel, and so you use your 3 fingers. Okay, and the 3 fingers touch the surface of the filter holder, and so you can feel exactly whether you're parallel or not, okay? So, okay.
Perfect.
And then it's more or less the first idea, but now I just want to check, because the machine is new, so when the machine is new,
better to let all the first water.
yeah. And so, yeah, this means heat exchanger, okay? So you can work parallel. Like here, the steam, of course, we wait now a little bit until the pressure of the boiler comes back. It's about how many bar? What do you think? 1 bar or?
1 bar. Yes.
Okay.
0.9, 1 bar.
Okay, cool.
What do you think the best setting for the boiler?
Yeah.
In order not to have a too high temperature inside the spiral. Otherwise, you have a temperature for coffee which is over 92, and the risk is that the coffee burns.
And I assume now that this is too fine. It's only my suggestion. So can I insert and try?
Let's see
okay.
First how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, no water.
Oh, okay. So mistake number 1. I just and as you see, so I have to start again. But this is quite easy. We just take another water. Because for the boiler filling,
you need the first full tank for the boiler filling and all the system filling.
Okay. So we remove a little bit the dirt. So therefore, clothes is quite good. We also have, Rocket has own microfiber.
Yes.
Clothes, the green one, I think. Here, this one, okay. So this is actually for cars or whatever, but our neighbor has this car supply, so here you just clean. And now
we have to wait till the
yeah, cool. So, and so you see how important the flushing is. Now it's clean.
Exactly.
And so we try to repeat again what we did.
The exercise, yeah.
And the grinding time I adjust only when the manual version is successful, okay, and not before. So, stop, then
let's see where we are.
So I put a little bit more. Yeah, almost, yeah. Yeah. So leveling. And now we will see, I could bet 90 to 10 that it's too fine.
Yeah.
And what does it mean too fine? We will see now.
Yeah.
This is why I took the glass, because in the glass we can see the result optically better.
And we can see if it will over-extract or not.
Yeah. Oh. It's over-extracted. Why? How
the color, but
yeah.
you can suggest me maybe another.
Yeah. So many would say it's a nice espresso, but first thing is that the color is super intense. Yeah. Now we can smell, and the smell is already quite intense.
Yes. Yeah.
Like the better not. Wow, it's so we need, but just smell, okay.
Only from the smell you can feel that.
So for the neutralization, of course, some water.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So now. So what we learn here, that the coffee itself is okay, but it's too fine, so the taste is terrible. It's too bitter and
very bitter. Very bitter.
And when it's too bitter, it's either too much coffee powder, or the burrs are already end of life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or really too fine. Really too fine. Yeah.
And now it's easy when you go towards coarse, then it's easier here. So we go
anti-clockwise. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, here, like in this direction.
Yeah.
And when you do more coarse, then you can do it without running motor, because the distance of the burrs is getting bigger. And so now we remove the retention. How much retention the Faustino has?
Usually around 2.5 grams.
Okay, so it's not much.
No.
Okay.
Very low.
So we repeat now the same. And the diameter of the burrs is 50 or?
50 millimeters.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Again. Measuring.
12.
Yeah, not enough. So, yeah, 16.3 is also okay.
Yeah.
Because when it's too bitter, you can also reduce the quantity of the coffee powder.
Yeah.
Okay, so now again, the distribution. Now I need one more glass. Yeah, cool, super. And now tamping. So first we do a flushing.
Yeah.
To remove the old from the extraction. Now we insert, and now we will see an under extraction, how it's running too fast. You see? That's too fast.
So less seconds, and in 9-10 seconds you have the quantity you usually have with 20 seconds.
Yeah, okay. So this one is already looking nice, really looking nice, but under extracted.
Yes.
So with the third attempt we will be right. And when we are right, we use, of course, the right cups.
Yeah. So you know that you'll be right.
It's important to show both. And here you also see at the cake that water penetrated super easily, and this is a sign of too coarse.
Yeah.
So generally, I always take 3 attempts. Too fine, too coarse, and then right, more or less. And so, of course, cleaning, flushing, and here now we go to the grinding setting.
Yeah.
First now I remove the retention. So first I start here. So. Okay, this one. So now it could be more or less right. So this is just the experiential way. It's, I think, in my opinion, the easiest way, and you get a feeling like with the sailing boat, you know, when you're not in the right position with the wind or with the guitar with the strings. So it's now it looks better. We of course wait again, so we get a little feeling how much coffee powder we use, because this is not enough. And such a scale doesn't cost a lot. Of course, you also use the Axaya, which is more expensive, but also such a basic model is already okay. So let me see. Yeah, so 17.1, we make a test. So. So Daniele, now it's your turn.
Yeah, let's. I have the. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay, super.
Let's see.
Yeah.
How it goes with 2, 1.
Yeah.
One still a bit.
Still a bit, but we are quite close. So, but we can use it as a base. Okay.
Yes.
It's already usable, I would say. It's not the best one, but it looks already nice.
Yes.
And so for a first attempt.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
The green looks really nice.
Yeah. So now we test the steaming capacity. I personally prefer always like milk with enough fat and protein, and fresh milk. For me, I like it more because it's a good food.
Yeah.
And we are what we drink, we are what we eat, and we are what we think.
Yeah, exactly.
So of course the products we consume is quite important. I just try, okay. and it always needs a little bit of experience to get familiar, because every machine has a different character. And I feel with the milk, when it's getting hot, so now I clean again. So, and then we see whether it's acceptable or not. So first of all, I try to insert a little bit of milk, then it's easier. So I just showed the first semester latte art, okay. Yeah, more or less it's okay. And there are really specialists who are professionals on latte art, and so what I can teach is just the basic, and then of course there are teachers like coming next week, Leandro from Pescara.
Yes.
And they are the real professionals, but what I try to show is how the machine works and what is important, and yeah, so that's more or less the base. Test.
Io volevo espresso.
Ja, no, solo un po'. Oder gibt das weiter? Yeah, yeah. So, what do we do now with the last attempt? We know that it's will be at a 0.
Yes. Exactly.
So here it will be correct. Okay.
Yeah.
And now, as we know that the grinding degree is correct, we can adjust the time.
Yeah.
And how to do this? This is now the last step for the Faustino.
Okay. We just go into program. For instance, the number 1.
Yeah.
I just maybe decide to, for instance, set 8.3 seconds, and I keep it pressed. And I confirm with the R.
Okay.
The 1 is set at 8.3.
Okay.
Then we go to the number 2. Sorry. Number 2.
No, to the R.
Sorry, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Okay, we go to the number 2.
It's blinking.
Okay, blinking. We increase the time. And we register with the R. 15 seconds, for instance.
Okay, cool.
And when the second disappears, then I have that
so
register.
okay, so I tried the third one. I go to the R.
Exactly.
And choose then
The 3.
The 3. Now the 3 is blinking, and so I can adjust according to my wish. I can keep it pressed or just like this.
Exactly.
And then press again, or here the R. Okay.
And when the second disappears, is registered.
Yeah, okay. Super simple.
Yeah.
And now the grinder is set, and now this equipment is ready for use.
Yeah.
Super cool. Einen haben wir noch. It means something we forgot to mention.
Yeah.
2 things actually.
Yeah.
One thing here with the brew unit, the material that it's food approved.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We do a kind of coating.
Yeah.
In that way, we don't have an immigration. So
Okay.
it's quite important to say. Okay. So the internal part is treated.
Okay, cool.
And the second point is the possibility to empty the main boiler.
Why is this important?
It's important because the water that stays inside is only for steam.
Yeah.
And if it stays too long, the risk is that the pH can go a bit down, so bringing some acidity inside the water.
And acidity means corrosion.
Exactly. So it's better sometimes, let's say, to empty as much as possible, so we have a method to do that manually, extremate, okay, in order to empty the boiler till more or less the 80%.
Okay.
So you get some new water inside, and the pH gets back to normal.
Yeah, because we do not have a hot water valve.
Exactly.
With the hot water valve, it's easy to do.
Exactly. You just open your steam and you empty automatically the boiler.
Yeah.
In this case of the stone, we have a little valve on the top.
And
This with a screwdriver, and the steam wand becomes in fact the tea wand.
And so here with this valve we can open for the hot water.
Exactly, in order to empty the main boiler.
Okay.
So we open the steam by holding eventually, and by turning anti-clockwise you get the water out from the main boiler in order to renew it. And in fact you have the water from the boiler. So you have the chance to bring some new water inside the boiler and refresh. Here you have now water coming out. You turn then clockwise and becomes steam.
Okay.
Yeah. Always be really careful and use eventually.
Okay.
In order not to burn yourself. But as you see, you have maybe old water, and in that way you, let's say, clean the boiler, or better, you bring some new water inside.
Cool. Okay. So that's all about the stone.